Hello, young ones. It is I, the old soul of the world. I'm here to help you maneuver your way through this realm that you find yourself in. Stay calm. Move slow, young ones. There is much to take in if you slow down and notice. The world is here, right here around you. Take it in, my little ones. Slow down, calm down. Just be here. No more scurrying and scuttling and hurrying here and there. Just be here where you are. Just be here, young ones. That is all for today. Stay in the now, and may the force be within you. So, hi. Good morning, dear ones. Okay. Hi. It's a really gorgeous day. I just took some Advil because my cramps are rumbling in the distance like a storm that's about to be soon upon me. So I took them now in hopes that I will dispense of them once they truly arrive. Because I have to leave for work in my phone's at 20%. I have to leave for work in I think 15-20 minutes. So that's that. So shall I go step outside or should I stay in this area? I kind of want to go outside. It's so much more alive. I will say, ever since coming back, I still have yet to put together the footage from my first week here, which was now 2 weeks ago or something. And I will say, I guess the seasons are still working. What I'm referring to is it is actually starting to become green. The grass is starting to become green here. For me, that makes a huge difference. I just feel so much happier seeing some greenery, and also there's more bugs out as of today, I feel like. Granted, it is a warmer day, so maybe they just came out for the day. It feels like it's becoming more alive here, which I'm very grateful for. Okay, let's head outside. Oh, you can see me. But I only got through not even the first page. I mean, I am a slow reader, but clearly I did not give myself enough time to really look at this. So this morning, whilst I was sitting over there, whoa, this is bright. One sec. Okay, yeah, sitting over there, and honestly, I was taking my shirt off. I was just I was by myself, so I was just relaxing this morning outside, and then zooming in comes this pickup truck with a bunch of wood and stuff, and I literally felt like a deer in the headlights. I jumped up. I'm like, oh, what should I do? It was all fine. It was the worker guy that helps out here, but yeah, it really surprised me. So yeah, at first I was kind of annoyed because I'm like, oh man, this is probably just gonna be how it is whilst I'm here, intruders, whilst I'm trying to just be totally in my element. Now, of course, there is ways around that. I can find areas that maybe are more secluded, etc., etc. So it'll be okay. There's always something probably that I can do. But also the silver lining. I don't really know if I'm using that term correctly, but for me, the silver lining of that is that it actually helped me to just jump into action. It snapped me back to reality because I was kind of in my own little world over there. And then I was like, you know what? Let me start getting ready for the day. So then I put on my makeup. I just started to get ready for my day. And then also, the main thing that I'm very grateful about it is that it really encouraged me. It really propelled me and pushed me to get some quick cleaning. Okay, so then just the idea of this worker guy coming into this house really propelled me to just do a quick cleaning. Okay, so I cleaned up because I haven't really cleaned since I came back the second time, and I unloaded a bunch of my stuff just right here in the front place. Ooh, a bluebird. So yeah, I cleaned up all that space. I washed the dishes. I cleaned up the bathroom. Did a bunch of cleaning. So then, when I get home today, I will feel so happy to be in a clean environment. Cleaner, not saying it was totally crazy, but it was definitely I hadn't cleaned. So I'm very happy for that. That's the silver lining. And now it's pretty much time for me to go. So maybe I'll say more later after work today. or I'll just film again tomorrow. Tomorrow's my day off. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I mean, there's so many cool adventures I want to go on, especially after my drivings recently. I am truly fascinated by some of these little small towns in like northern Wisconsin area and upper peninsula Michigan. There is like so many houses that are just totally falling apart. There's abandoned houses. There's towns that look like they are from the Twilight Zone. I've never seen that, but they look like just these alternative towns where time just is different and reality is different and the culture is different, and all the buildings look like they're stuck from the 1980s or something. And I am truly fascinated. Now, some of these places truly spook me out and like they feel haunted or something. It's a kind of a combination of things, but either way, what I do know is that I'm fascinated. And a lot of these houses that I've driven by are like hoarder houses. So they're just piled with stuff inside the house that you can see and also outside of the house. And again, I'm just fascinated. I'm trying to think of like, I really want to take pictures and videos of these things. I know that that sounds weird because some of these are inhabited by people. They're their house. And I know that that's not appropriate probably to like film and take pictures of other people's houses. But I really want to do something, or at least like there's this lady that I should look her up again because I used to watch her videos on YouTube, and she'd go to like these abandoned like mining communities or whatever. Either way, she would go visit like these abandoned buildings and houses and just show around in there. And I don't really know what's allowed, but that would be something I'd be very interested in doing. Just like going into these abandoned places, seeing what's in there. Maybe there's like a bunch of stuff still in the houses or whatever. We'll see what I do, but that has been something on my radar for a couple of years now, ever since I've noticed all these like little towns or just these abandoned houses like in the middle of nowhere. Just stuff like that. But yeah, I could keep talking, but for now I'll just leave it at that. So tomorrow's my day off. I might go on a little adventure such as that. And although I think it would maybe be easier if someone came with me, so maybe I'll wait until my mom or someone's with me. Also, the summer is already filling up so much. Let me see what time it is. Okay, yeah, I have to leave in 10 minutes, so I'll just just say I've been really looking at my calendar and writing and everything, and my summer is looking so good. There's so much visitors coming. There's so much fun activities I have planned. It's like, I guess that's kind of how it always is, but it's like, there's only like 3 months of summer. I mean, yeah, 3 months of summer, like, and a little bit more kind of, but, oh, my phone's at 10%. But yeah, I'm like, dang, if only there's, like, it feels like it's gonna fly by, you know? But either way, so yeah, we'll see what I do tomorrow. So maybe I'll film a cool adventure tomorrow. Or maybe I'll stay here. I actually have a chainsaw now, and so I can chainsaw some of these little trees. They're not big. There's like little ones that have fallen over all over on all the paths. So I could do some like stuff around here. Ooh. I just heard the evening dove or whatever it's called. Also, I just realized I left the door wide open. Can you hear it? Like also I left my car door wide open. So, one moment. All right, well, it's the end of the day. Well, I guess not. It's still light out, but I did put on my bathrobe and some comfy clothes. But yeah, it's quite dark out. Maybe I should put this somewhere else. Quite gray, I should say. Apparently there is very high chance of fires, so there's all these warnings. To me, it just feels like stormy outside. And as I've kind of mentioned probably, I am very hyperly afraid of storms. But anyways, apparently it's not supposed to storm. That bird is so relaxing. I feel like it's lulling me into a lullaby. Anyways, so yeah, I don't think I really said anything in this video at all. Also, I do want to mention, last night I saw something kind of like blinking outside, and I was like, oh, I was curious what that was. It kind of almost looked like an airplane that was just like stalling or something. Okay, I want to put my phone somewhere, so 1 second. All right, I'll just sit here. Nice little area. But anyways, so yeah, I saw something blinking outside, so I looked out the window, and then I was like, no way! The stars. It was a totally clear sky last night, and I was too scared to like actually go outside, but I was just in awe looking out my window. The stars, so bright, so amazing. I just stared out there. Then I went back to bed, and then I need to go back again to the window to stare out. It almost always reminds me of this. Okay, also, there actually is bugs, like, pestering me. This is a very good sign. That means that it's becoming more alive here. But anyways, whenever I look up at the night sky, I'm always reminded of this Calvin and Hobbes. If you guys know, it's a comic strip. And if I find it, maybe I'll put it here on the screen. Pretty much, I think it says something like, if everyone just looked up at the stars every night, there wouldn't be so many problems in this world, or something like that. Or like people would remember how special life is. Or, I don't know exactly the terminology, but yeah. There's so many leaves all in the woods. So a creature is walking this way right now. I can hear it. I mean, it's likely a deer, but still, I'm like, for all I know, it's a coyote, a wolf, a bear. Probably not a bear, but that'd be probably heavier sounding. You know, a big cat. Or it could just be a squirrel or a chipmunk. Oh, I do see a chipmunk, so maybe that's what it was. But yeah, it still is very quiet around here. So it's like, you can hear just any little... Is that a chipmunk? I mean, a squirrel? Anyways, yeah, because there's leaves all over the place, you can hear creatures in the distance or nearby. Anywho's, yeah, just wanted to say that, yeah, last night it was so cool to see the stars. It was just like, imagine this, pure dark with the most brightest stars. And then in the morning I looked out and saw the sun, and I'm just always in crazed out amazement that we are moving extremely fast right now, okay? This world, this ball. Sorry, I keep hearing noises back there now. Anyways, yeah, it's just amazing. And when you actually sit down and like, I truly have to like register it all in my brain. Like, okay, we are moving like at the speed of light. We're just going so fast, and it's such a smooth ride that we don't feel like we're moving. But really, we're just constantly moving this planet Earth, you know, this ball that we're on, and twisting. And so then we say, oh, the sunrise. But really, when you wake up and you see the sun, which is a giant, extremely hot fireball, that we literally can feel the heat. You know, it's like a faraway fire that is so strong that we can literally feel the heat on us. It literally brings me to tears. But anyways, and it's like, so like in the morning, you wake up and you see the sun, and it's like, oh, hello, sun, as if the sun came up. But no, the sun did not come up. We just twisted and turned and swirled, and now we are back towards facing the sun. But really, all those stars that you saw the night before, that is still going on out there, and all those stars are other suns. And we're literally in outer space. And I get very, very, very enthused about all this, but also I'm just not really in the mood to chat, I guess. I'm not really super chatty at the moment. Also, I did get my period, so I did it. I got it. I got my period. It came exactly on the day that my phone said that it would. Oh yeah, the thing I wanted to say though is, I think I've actually decided that I'm going to stay here tomorrow because it's supposed to be like 73 degrees and sunny. That is the warmest it's been, as I've like mentioned. Like, it was like in the 20s. It was like snowing, you know. Anyway, so now tomorrow it's going to be sunny and like 70 something. So I was tempted to like go on another little day adventure, you know, go to a small town nearby or just venture out and go on an adventure. But instead, I think I might actually stay here. I have so much stuff I want to do here. I can do some painting, I can do some cleaning, I can cut down some trees maybe, I can make some videos, or I can edit some videos, I can just lay outside, sit outside in nature and read my books, I can journal, I can meditate, I can stretch, I can do exercises, I can dance, I can clean, I can go to some of the other properties around here. I can, yeah, either way. So I think I'll just actually stay around here instead. And yeah, I just had a big old dinner. I think it's like 8 p.m. now. And yeah, so maybe I'll see y'all tomorrow. But oh yeah, it is weird also to think that there can be such extreme weather here. And even though I don't get at all scared when I see that there's a high chance of forest fires, once I actually thought of it, I'm like, okay, that would be really scary. Because I don't even know what you're supposed to do. You can't really evacuate because you're literally surrounded by forest and they'd all be on fire. And I don't really know how that even works, you know? I should probably look it up to see what I'm supposed to do if there becomes a... Because obviously, like, maybe not obviously, but remember last summer, the skies here were all fuzzy and it smelled like smoke from Canada because they were having extreme fires. And I know my brother, when he was living in California, he would go to some of the fire sites because there's always fires in California because he does air quality stuff. And those things are really extreme, apparently. For me, it's more so extreme thunderstorms and tornadoes that really scare me. But I guess pretty much all weather is really scary. I mean, if I lived in like hurricane area, then I'd definitely be scared of hurricanes too. Etc., etc. Okay, I'm just babbling at this point. I really don't have anything that I want to say, so yeah, maybe I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Like, subscribe, comment something kind. I do appreciate it. And thank you so much for being here. Bye. See ya. See ya. It would be cool to kind of like become Pocahontas-esque or what, Cinderella-esque or whatever, and just become like friends with the animals. And like in a couple of years, like the deer will just be right next to me. I'm like, hey, what's up? And then like a little chipmunk and a squirrel will be like sitting on my shoulders. Do you guys hear that, by the way? That's the tree. There's a certain tree that squeaks. Oh, and also last night I heard the owls. Hoo 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 hoo. Hoo 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 hoo. Hoo 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 hoo. Similar to that. And the loon. There's a loon. There's actually quite a few loons, I think. Okay, bye.